Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh podcast, the only podcast in Japan that won't suck Japan's dick every time we talk about it.
What the fuck? I mean, you're not wrong. Oh my god, you're not wrong. When I was looking for like Japan podcasts because someone asked me, they were like, I really like the Tokyo Fresh podcast. It's really interesting. It's really fun. But they had listened from like episode 1 to like where we are now in like the space of like the quarantine basically.
Right.
So it's a new listener. So I was like, thanks. You're amazing. But they're like, yeah, I've watched every episode. So do you have any other Japan podcast?
The answer is no.
Yeah, I was like, no, like none. Like honestly,
do you think that's because we run a podcast? We just don't have time to listen to other podcasts about Japan.
Probably.
We talk about Japan every week.
Every week, yeah. I don't want to listen to a podcast about Japan as well.
Right.
I mean, I really wanted to help the person out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna help you out. I got some time. I'm gonna listen to some. And I think I listened to like 5 or 6 different podcasts about Japan, and they were all so boring. Like a lot of them are like just sucking Japan's dick. Like, oh my god, Japan. Have you had ramen? It's amazing. I'm like, it's not even like, you know what I mean?
I mean, we do that a little bit.
I do that a little bit. I have to. I live here.
Guilty. But.
Guilty. I mean, listen. I don't know about ramen per se, but when you really want sushi.
Right.
Oh, boy. When you really want sushi and you go to that Hyakuen Kaiten Sushi, and you fuck up like 2,000 yen of sushi, you know that's gonna hit the spot.
Yep.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You know, here's the problem, right? I think that foreigners who live in Japan, us included, have this very individualized version of what Japan is, or what we think Japan is. Yeah. So, you know, I'm here talking about Japan every week. And we talk about a lot of negative stuff, like, all the time, right? And I feel that the reason we do that is because we legitimately like Japan, but there's just shit that we just don't like.
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong. And
then there's a lot of other podcasts that they're always there, they're always positive, it's happy-go-lucky, you hear the musical intro, and it's real skippy-dippy and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, No, dude.
No, dude. I think for me personally, because I like Japan. That's why I live here.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like most people who listen to this podcast, you guys must like Japan. You know, you want to come here, you live here. Like, there's a reason you're always coming back to this podcast. You find it entertaining, whatever. But I feel like if like a lot of podcasts I have listened to, it's every week. It's a happy-go-lucky. Here are the 10 best ramen places in Japan. Here's how you use the Shinkan. Like, it's really boring, nonsensical, everyday's happy
topics. Very pedestrian, right?
It is, yeah. Like, no one wants to hear a podcast every week about how great Abe is doing. How great.
Not great.
Not great, dude.
Especially recently. Man, did you see that shit?
Abe's getting slaughtered.
Oh, he's getting... It's so weird that people are actually legitimately giving him shit.
Actual shit. Did you see the, speaking of, like, people giving Abe and also Japan shit, the whole This Is a Pen news segment?
No.
Oh my god. You didn't see this?
Alright.
David.
Internet. Here we go.
David. Okay.
See, and this is the nice thing. Let's talk about this setup now.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Now.
Okay, can I do it? It's really fun.
Yes. Okay.
Really
go
fun.
ahead.
So, we used to do this podcast from basically my bedroom.
Yeah.
And my bedroom was tiny. Fucking tiny. Tiny little bedroom. Little courtyards in the middle of the room. We'd sit really close together and we'd just like have this little podcast. Like, boy, if this was coronavirus times, we'd all be dead. It's the second one down.
Picotaro.
Picotaro did it. Third one down, my bad.
This one.
Oh, wait.
No, it has to be this one here.
Yeah, that's the one. Put that shit on silent. Let it fucking play. But it's 2 minutes, so I assume it's going to be some bullshit.
Yeah, that's
as I expected.
Fine.
Anyway, so the new setup is basically, we're in David's house now, which is way bigger, way nicer because he's moved. We're in his living room. Right? 2 mics, big ass table, giant. We have a screen now, giant TV. I mean, it's pretty fucking good. David, it's not bad at all. We've done well. So the whole thing about, for the listeners, the whole thing about This Is a Pen.
Yeah.
For those who've not seen it, it's a woman on TV with a piece of tissue in front of her face. And they basically said that the reason that Japan hasn't had as many cases of coronavirus is that they don't say the P word as hard. They don't elicit
people.
Yeah, they don't elicit their words too hard. So there's a woman with a tissue in front of her face, and she goes, "Kore wa pen desu. Kore wa pen desu." And the tissue doesn't move. And then in English, very bad English, she goes, "This is a pen!" And fucking... the P is so... There is so much spice on the P.
It just blows a hole right through.
It fucking wrecks the studio. Like, and everyone's going crazy. Everyone's like, who the fuck talks like this? Who says this? And so in the news piece, he's like, the guy's like, "We tested this. We had a fucking Japanese..."
This lady here?
This bitch, yeah. They go, "We had this non-native random wench come in, and kore ga pen desu. Kore ga..."
Look, why?
Look how hard that P is.
She's definitely doing like
yeah. And the retards, the absolute like retards watching the show. Sugoi. Wow, Nihon ga saiko da na. Sugoi. Wow, Japan's amazing, guys. Look, this. Fuck you. So I think this is the reason I especially like taking the piss out of Japan, because they do shit like this all the time.
All the time.
It is so not like insulting per se.
Right.
But it's just like so dumb. Like, anyone who watches this in the world is going to look at this and be like, this is what Japanese people think? What a nation of fucking retards. Because honestly, this is what, like, we look at America, we see Americans doing things like, we're going to go outside and we're going to like cut holes in our masks so we can breathe better. Right. We're going to do this retarded. And everyone goes, America, look how dumb these people, look at them doing stupid things. And we know. Yeah, it's not the whole of America. It's just a little pocket.
It's just the stupidest ones that we want to be shown.
We know, it's the stupidest ones there. And it's never like national TV, it's just like weird.
I mean, it's on the news.
It's on the news, but you know what I mean? It's not the news saying this is correct. Right. Unless you're looking at like Fox News saying retarded like that. But then you have TV shows like this in Japan who are like, this is the reason. This is the definitive reason that we haven't had as many cases in Japan.
This is why I don't pay for NHK.
This is why I'll never pay for NHK. You guys were there.
You racist bastards.
Fucking racist bastards. What do you say about pens? It's fucking...
Just go into their fucking places. This is a pen.
This is a pen.
Jab them with the pen.
Dude, insane. There's been like 1,000 billion TikTok videos made now about
this is a pen.
Yeah. It died in like an hour. Like it happened.
Oh, so it had a nice just like spike and then just dead.
Dude, it's like it spiked and died so quick. There's a really good one. That seagull meme. This is a like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a couple good memes I saw on like the Japan Circle Jerk Reddit. There's a couple pretty funny memes that were going around, and I was like, "This is great. This is amazing. I'm loving these memes."
Yeah.
But sadly, like the TikTok community heard about this thing, and then
memes. Then they're dead.
Everyone just killed it, dude. It was so quick. Like, it's basically the same video over and over again. It's basically someone going, "Kore ga pen desu. This is a pen. Ha ha." Yeah, we saw it on the news. It's not
right.
It's not funny. Yeah, we get it.
And no one says, like, pen is not a very plosive.
Plosive word, yeah. Plosive is a plosive word.
Yeah, plosive is a plosive word.
Pen.
Pen.
There's a really good video I saw of someone going, "Irashimasen!" Like you say, you go into a store.
Everyone's screaming at you.
There was a really good video comparison of like an English store and like a Japanese store.
Welcome to the store.
The English store was just quiet. No one welcomes you.
Right, exactly. That's true.
No one walks you to the store. Dude, I walk into like fucking any convenience store in Japan. Yeah. "Irashimasen! Irashimasen!"
Yeah.
"Irashimasen!" Like every time.
Yeah.
You walk into a store in the UK, silence.
Yeah. Like even in Canada, you go to like Walmart or something, and they have like the Walmart greeter.
The greeters, yeah.
That dude doesn't say shit to you, unless they're like really zealous old people, and then maybe they're just kind of like you're like, "Oh, look at that adorable grandma."
Yeah. Just welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Is it welcome to Walmart?
I don't fucking know.
Welcome to Walmart. Yeah. It's like guns, or are you here for ice cream? Like, what do you
like guns? I want some alcohol.
What are you here for, sir? Guns? Or... The first time I went to a Walmart in America, fucking insane. I think I was like...
A Walmart in America is actually nuts.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's like bigger than any store I had ever been in. in my entire life.
It's a warehouse. It's like Costco, right?
It's a warehouse. Like, I walked into this store like 11, and I'm like, I remember it was kind of dark. No, it was like sunset-ish time when we got there. We left, it was dark.
Yeah.
I was like, how many hours were we there for? Like,
I only walked to the other side of the store.
I literally went to the game section and back. What the fuck happened? Like 9 hours has passed.
Just go 5 o'clock shadow.
I'm like 11. I'm like a massive
You found
bit.
a stick somewhere. You don't know where you got it.
You got a stick.
Just dragging yourself with the door.
You know when you climb mountains in Japan, they burn on like the mountain's like name onto the stick.
Right, yeah.
I've got that with all the Walmart sections, like sports section.
It's just the sun, the Walmart sun.
Just burn onto the stick.
I see you've journeyed far and wide.
You went all from guns to vegetables. Oh, you are truly an adventurer, sir.
Did you stop at base camp?
Did you stop at base camp? It's the middle of Walmart with a
It's
giant...
just the McDonald's at the front.
You walk into the store, the Garee's just like, you know when you start a mission, they go, take these, you'll need this for
Yeah,
your
right.
adventure. It's just like a canister of water.
This is only. Now, has everyone made sure that they've got all their supplies before they go up the mountain?
Remember,
because
guys.
it's the Sherpa shows up. He's just like got a llama inside the Walmart for some reason.
Remember, guys, leave your base camp cleaner than you found it.
Go to the frozen food section. There's a dead body.
Dead body.
It's permanently frozen there.
I want to be like the Walmart
It's in
scout.
one of the bins.
One of the fucking bins. You can like lift up the arm to get the frozen peas. It's like, rest, you brave soldier. But let me just I need these lima beans, my man. Come on, come. Fuck me.
Oh man,
dude, Walmart is it's such a kick.
Oh jeez, yeah.
The only like equivalent we have in Japan, apart from the like big ass malls, is I guess Costco.
Yeah. There's like, but like something like Lollaport is not the same because it's like a conglomeration of like a whole bunch of places.
Lollaport is just like a giant. It's
the mall.
It's just a strip mall. Basically.
Walmart is like a store.
Walmart's
That's
insane. It. Yeah, I was telling my my Japanese friends about like malls in the UK because they're trash. Like they're just weird shopping cities.
Right.
They're god awful. And he's like, "Well,
you're talking to the man who came from the place with a giant ass mall, dude."
What we talking?
Have you ever heard of West Edmonton Mall?
No, I've not. Go on.
Dude, okay. Inside this mall, skating rink, water park,
in the
double inverted loop roller coaster.
Are you fucking serious? In a mall?
Yes, dude. Yeah, I'm not joking.
How the shit? Why?
Yeah, dude. Why? Why not?
Man, land of the. Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. Are you serious? I'm trying to. Oh, my man.
Look at that.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Lord,
there's a goddamn ship.
Mercy.
There's a goddamn ship in the mall.
There's a boat, like a full-sized old school, like 1600.
Look at this water slide. It does a fucking loop.
What? How? My head hurts. Oh, Canada, stop. I don't need this.
Ugh.
Why do you... Wait, the features change? It's a water park and then in winter it becomes an ice rink?
No. These are all separate areas of the mall.
Fuck me.
So hang on, let me find like an overhead version of the mall. There was one. Here it is. Okay.
Holy shit.
So this thing is big. So this is the water park in here.
That's a city. That's not a mall.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's an entire city block of just mall.
Entire city block.
Yeah,
Why
of mall.
do you have this?
Yeah. So here, right here, this thing here, this is the skating rink.
Is this the only store in your town? Is
No,
that why?
no, of course not.
Then why do you have this?
Why don't we have this? Oh.
So sick.
This thing here is like what the hell is this? Oh, this is where the fucking roller coaster is in this building.
Here's the thing. I'm from the UK. We're an island.
Right.
And being from London especially, space is worth its weight in space.
It's primo, right?
Y'all need space. Like, so we build houses up, not out.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need the space, you know? Land's expensive.
Yeah.
In a big ass, like America and Canada, you guys just have so much fucking space. You just do things.
Oh yeah, the submarines too.
It's fucking submarines! See, this is why I get Japan. Japan's an island. They don't have space for this kind of stuff.
I mean, they could level a mountain or two.
Man, I'd rather they don't. I kind of like mountains. You got to keep their mountains
fair enough,
nice, and you can pave the ocean. I don't give a shit about the ocean.
I saw a commercial the other day. I was watching TV, and they just had like a ski lift going up a mountain during summer. But the mountain was a fucking volcano because it had a caldera. And there's like paths going down into like the center of the caldera. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'm not going there. This shit'll yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. That shit'll explode. You fucking die.
Yeah. See,
don't do that.
There are things you gotta avoid.
Right.
You gotta avoid volcanoes.
Especially going into an active volcano. I assume it's an active volcano. It's Japan.
Most volcanoes in this country are active. Fuji's active.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna blow any day now.
Yep. I'm just waiting.
I'm just waiting, dude. I'm just waiting for that shit. It's like, everyone's like, oh, Jordan, why did you move from Kanagawa to Tokyo? And I'm like, oh, you know, job opportunities and securities. But in deep in my soul, I'm like, gotta get away from Fuji.
As far away as you can.
That shit blows, dude.
Is like, your next promotion gonna be in Sapporo?
Dude, yes.
Just get the fuck out.
Kyushu.
Right.
Jordan work in Kyushu? Yes. I'll move today.
I'm already gone.
I'm ready to there. I ain't trying to get hit by that Fuji when it explodes, my dude.
No, dude, if something like Fuji exploded, we'd all be fucking dead. It wouldn't even matter. Yeah. You just choked out.
Tokyo ain't fair. Didn't like when the last time Fuji exploded, like erupted, didn't like the explosion didn't kill people, it was like the gases and such in the air.
Yeah, something like the gas and the ash.
Yeah.
Because the ash would just like, it's like heavy snow, right?
Yeah.
You just
Decimate.
But it's like heavy, hot snow.
That's not fun.
No, yeah. Napalm.
I don't even like normal snow, David. I don't like rain. Yeah, like, no. Even rain. So when it rains, for example, I'm like, ooh, this isn't fun. Even the drizzle, like when it's really light, and I'm like, ooh, stop.
Yeah.
It's a mild annoyance in my day. Like,
go outside, it's a little bit misty, and you're can't go outside now.
Man, it gets misty, and I'm like, ooh, gotta cool work. Tell I'm sick.
It's raining today, can't go.
Sorry. Go, it's raining. I told my,
might be a typhoon coming.
It might be a oh, man. Yesterday I was, boring as fuck, but I was doing laundry, because it's been a long time, because it's been raining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing some laundry.
Yep.
And Japan does this thing where it ignores the weather, and it's just like, do you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna rain. Fuck you. So I checked the weather, and I was like, ooh. It's not going to rain until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do my laundry now. Go to the store. Everything's Gucci. It's going to be fantastic. Do my laundry. Hang it up. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit dark. It's like 5-ish. Let me go to the store. I get like far enough away from my house that turning back would be such an inconvenience.
It's too far.
What happens? Mild drizzle. And I was like, Japan.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Absolute bastard. How dare you? It was the most annoying thing. Like, I was like, my laundry's outside, what am I gonna do? And I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the supermarket anyway. So I went to Don Quixote.
Yeah, okay.
Because I love Don Quixote. It's
Who doesn't?
Good store. Boring as shit. I needed, just drain cleaner.
Okay.
Something like, yeah, I know, a random thing, but I was doing a deep clean of my bathroom. We get some drain cleaners for cleaning stuff, but obviously, never bought drain cleaner in Japan, so I'm like, what do I get?
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, what's good? What do I get here? Like,
isn't that always the fun thing? What's good? What's good?
Always.
You walk into a store in Japan, and you're like, I need this thing.
Yeah.
But what is this thing, and which one is good? And
there we go. So like, I feel like in the UK and Canada, in your home country, you know what to get.
Mm-hmm.
You go even if it's your first time getting something.
You can tell by the label or something, right?
You can tell by the label, you can tell by like the branding or something. You've seen it. You have enough like weird, deep knowledge to know what's good. And I forget that I've not lived here long enough to have that weird, like deep, in-depth knowledge. Yeah. So I go to the store, I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what I should even get. It's like an old man stacking shelves, and I'm like, fuck it, let me talk to this guy, and he'll help me out. 20-minute conversation with this dude.
About drain cleaner?
About just life. This guy was so cool. Like, it was so cool. Just this old dude. I look at him and I go, hey, my dude, trying to buy some drain cleaner to, like, you know, clean my bathroom and shit. Like, what do you suggest? And he's like, drain cleaner, you say? He walks me through it, and he's like, you know, this one would be pretty good. And I was like, alright, cool, I'll get this one. Thanks, man, no worries. And he's like, 日本語上手ですね. And I was like, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking Nihongo
Got
Jozu.
me again.
Fucking Nihongo Jozu to me. And I'm like, cunt. It's like, Japanese is very good. I'm like, he's like, you a student? I'm like, nah, I'm like 27, dude. Like, I work. And he's like, oh shit, my daughter's 27. It's bad that the first thing I thought was like, is your daughter attractive? That's like the first thing I thought to say, and I was
Go
like,
on.
Daughter, you say. Continue. What does she do for a living? Let's hit this topic for a while. Let's talk about this for a second.
She's a lawyer. Okay.
That means money. Keep going. Like, she was pretty.
And also a doctor.
And also, she moonlights as a doctor. So out of my league. Let's change the topic. But it was cool. We're not talking about. I think he was bored at work, which I get.
Yeah.
If you've worked retail.
Oh, dude, I worked retail for a long time.
Yeah, dude.
Specifically that job, stocking shelves.
Stocking shelves sucks.
Yep.
It's the worst. So, like...
The only thing that can save that job, is good coworkers.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate a workplace. I had, like, multiple workplaces where you'd, like, go stock shelves. So you do, like, maybe 2 people to an aisle, because it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And then your boss would give you shit, like, don't talk to each other while you're stocking the shelves.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fucking why? Like,
it doesn't make sense. Like,
Discord, why you gotta do this to me? I hate you so much.
Like, let us talk
Yeah.
about stocking shelves. Like, it's gonna be boring anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Pretty much, like, I don't know how you could get any more boring than that.
I worked these 2 really interesting shifts.
Mm-hmm.
One was, like, this morning shift. It was, like, a 6 a.m. start, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6:30 start. Really, really early. Now, this is, like, a store that was really far away. It's, like, in the middle of, like, the student village. No one wanted this shift. It's 6:30 in the morning on a Thursday or a Friday.
Yeah.
Something dumb like that. It's really early. No one wants to do it. And one day I came in late. I was like 15 minutes late to this shift. Now, come on. What are you going to do? Fuck it. Let a boy rest. It's fine. We're all students. The majority of guys working in these stores are all students. No one cares. The manager was like a permanent worker. And for some reason... Yeah. Fucking lifer. I get to the store, 50 minutes late. Fair enough, I'm late. But it's 6:30 in the morning. Shut the fuck up. You both the employees there drive. I don't drive. I have to walk here. There's no buses.
I'll stay an extra 15 minutes, whatever.
Fuck you. Like, let it go. She won't let it go. She goes to me, Jordan, if you're not going to come on time for the shift, if you're not going to wake up on time for the shift, just don't come in next week. I'm like, okay. Didn't come in next week. She calls me. It's like 7. Jordan, where are you? I was like, you told me if I don't want to come in on time for the shift, then don't come in. You said you'll get someone else to do it. Cool. Get someone else to do it. Good luck. Now this is a stock shift. Mm-hmm. Meaning you have to unload this giant truck of shit into this tiny ass store.
Yep.
Stack there's 2 guys working plus this woman. The woman just on the tills. It's me and this guy doing everything. You gotta like stack the shelves, fucking jump on tills, help customers. It sucks. Tiny ass store. There's no space to maneuver. It's not a good shift.
This is like weirdly mirroring my exact experience.
Horrible. The store.
I worked a 6 to 2 shift.
Oh, that was my shift. That was basically my shift. I think mine was 6 to 10, 6 to 11.
Yeah.
No one wanted this shift. So
I don't know why I like that shift. You finish at 2 and you still have shit. You can do shit.
Yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't. The only thing that made this shift good was the guy I worked with was just a fantastic guy. He was like a year above me, 2 years above me.
Yeah.
Very fun to talk to. Really, really chill. The woman, the manager of the store during that shift, massive bitch. But after I was like, I just won't come in then, and then she realized literally no one wants this shift. No one. There were like 200 workers. No one wants it.
Right.
She's like, oh, we got a shift like 6 a.m. Everyone's like, yeah, no. Even people living in the student village were like, yeah, no. 2-minute walk to get there. No.
Yeah.
Even, no one wanted it. She calls me next week. Yeah, Jordan, could you do this shift? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, I'm doing this shift as a favor
to you,
and to another manager begged me to do it. I was like, that's the only reason I'm doing this shift. Is because the manager I like begged me to do it.
Yeah.
Because no one else would do it. That is the only reason. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. And I was like, how could you not know? Only students. What students like waking up early to work? No one. What's
especially
wrong?
at 6 a.m.
6.
Yeah, like I had to get in my car and drive for half an hour to get to this job. So I had to leave my house at 5:30.
No.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. It's not good.
But yeah, after that day, the woman was like, I get it. No one likes this shift. We're all happy. cool, no stress. Try your best to come on time, but like if you don't, cool. I think I only came late like one other time after that.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I had like a deadline the night before, and I texted her and I was like, I might be like 20 minutes, 15 minutes late. I was only 10 minutes late, and she was like, no worries. It was cool. I remember she came in late once as well. Like after I did 15 minutes, she came in late, and no one gave a shit for it. Like everyone was chill. What the fuck? Like just let people.
Yeah.
Fuck me, it's not that deep.
This is why places need flex time.
You need flex time.
There should be flex time. Yeah. For like, for that kind of business, I understand because you need shit on the shelves when the store
customers
opens.
Come in, yeah.
But, give them like 10 minutes leeway.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's not bad. Me and the dude who used to work that shift were so good at it. Like, I think you needed normally like 4 hours to get all the shit from the truck to the store to the shelves.
Yeah.
Me and this guy would knock out in like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd smash it. We did it down to like a science. We'd smash it in like 2 hours. That's like, would help the guys get stuff off the truck as well.
Yeah.
Get it into the store, unpack it, unbox it, deconstruct the box, put them outside, done. We've got 2 hours where there's no customers basically. It's too early. Students are sleeping. A little trickle here and there, but nothing. What we do? Make tea. Me and the guy behind the counter, like he'll be sitting down, like in a position where you can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a cup of tea. I got a cup of tea. The woman's in the back, the manager, back office. She got a cup of tea. We're just drinking tea. It's chill as fuck. Tea, zipping away, having a nice little conversation. Every once in a while, manager will come out. You guys right? Yeah, right. You can get back in there. She go back in there.
Yeah.
She ain't got nothing to do. She's on her phone. I was like, bitch, look at this. Cause we're so good at this job. We're all just chilling for 2 hours. It was the easiest shift ever, David.
When I used to work, I used to be the guy who did all the milk deliveries and like milk orders.
That was me. Yeah, I hate milk.
So I had this down to where my boss wanted me to always like take the milk from the truck, put it in the milk cooler, and then like like organize it and whatever, like all the yogurt, all the milk, all the cheese, all that other shit. So what I would do is I'm like, okay, I know cheese takes like cheese will take like the longest to do because you have to organize so many different types.
Yeah.
So I threw all the cheese in the milk cooler, and then I would just take all the milk immediately off the truck and just drag it out on the sales floor because I was there about 2 hours before the store opened at 8.
Yeah.
So I could just have pallets on the floor.
Love that.
So I just rip it out there on a pallet jack, drop it on the floor, and just pull jugs of milk out, right? Like I'm doing this. I'm like just feeding the fucking thing, right? Because at my store you couldn't go behind the shelves to just feed it through the back, so you had to feed it from the front. So here's me just like milk crates, next one. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just throwing it on the floor, right? I'm just throwing the empty boxes on the floor because I'm like, who gives a shit? No one's here. They're like, you can't be doing that. I'm like, I get it done about an hour faster if I do it this way, and nobody's here.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. We had like the only
people who are weirdly anal about that shit.
Yeah, it's always the lifers as well.
Yeah.
So we had this really weird night shift that I did in my last year of university. Like for those who's worked in like convenience stores, this is definitely hitting home for you guys. Like I know it. Like I feel like everyone needs to work in a convenience store. Mm-hmm. Everyone should work in a restaurant. Everyone should work in a supermarket.
At least once.
At least once. Even if just for like a month or two, you gotta do it. You gotta understand like the shit people go through. Because once you do it once, you realize this job sucks. No one likes it, but you have to do it.
Do you find that now that you've worked that job, when you go into like a supermarket, you have this like profound respect for the people who are doing that job?
I have such a respect for the guys.
Because you know how shitty that job is?
No one likes it. It's so shit. That's when I go like the 7-Eleven by my house in Sagamihara.
Yeah.
We were such bros. Me and all the guys who worked there. Like they were like, they knew me. Look, Jordan saying something. What's going on, guys? Like, it was so chill. A long time. I was in England. How was it? I was grand. Like, it'll be me standing, like, standing by the till. It'll be me, like, the 3 women behind the counter. The store's empty. We're just chatting shit. Like, 15, 20 minutes. Just hanging out. Shooting shit. Because I realized this isn't a fun job.
No.
They don't want to do this job.
Fuck no.
No one was a kid and they were like, when I grow up, I want to work in a 7-Eleven.
There's definitely some kids that have legitimately told me that. They're like, I want to work at a convenience store. I'm just like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't.
Do one shift. I beg you, do one shift, and you realize you don't want to do it.
No.
We had this nighttime shift. I love the nighttime shifts. It was sick. And there's like a little hatch that would open, and you stand by the hatch because they close the store off. Mm-hmm. And you stand by this hatch until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and like take people's orders when they come in, and you run around the store getting stuff and bring it back to them. Mm-hmm. I was banned from doing that part of the job.
What did you do?
It was really okay. Listen, David, it wasn't my fault per se, but
it was my fault per se.
But customers are cunts. And
fair.
When all the customers are students, and I'm also a student, and I'm in this store, and you're saying to me, like, get me this thing, and I'm like, we don't have this thing. And you're like, you didn't even check. My man, I've been here for 3 hours. Fuck you. I know if we have this thing or not. I'm saying we don't have it. Fuck off. So this guy's like, oh, get me this thing. I'm like, oh, we don't have it, dude. And he's like, what? Go and check. And I'm like, yo, I've been working for like 3 hours. We don't have it. There's been no deliveries. We didn't have it 3 hours ago when I last checked.
Right.
We don't have it now. I want you to go and check. Alright, okay. You want me to go? Alright, okay. So I left.
Yep.
Closed the window, locked it, left, went downstairs to the break room, put the kettle on, sat there. I fully made and drank a cup of tea. Went back upstairs. We don't have it. He's like, you're gone for so long. I'm like,
You asked me to look.
I did a thorough check. I checked everywhere, dude. I checked inside the tea bag container. It wasn't there. I checked inside the kettle. It wasn't there. I checked the bottom of the cup that I just made tea in. It wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't there. I explained. This is like what I said. Is pretty much exactly what I said to the customer. Mm-hmm. Like, I checked the tea bags. I checked the kettle. I checked the bottom of my teacup. It wasn't there, dude. Can't help you. He's like, been here for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, yep. Anything else I can do? He was not happy. So he told my boss, he was like, oh, the guy with the afro. Everyone knows it's me. The guy with the afro, like, he was really rude to me. Blah, blah, blah. My boss calls me. He's like, John, were you rude to a customer? I was like, probably. I was like, probably, dude. You know how I am. And he's like, cool. Like, try not to be. And I was like, I'll try. And he's like, do you want to just not work the window? And I was like, I would like that a lot. That'd be grand. Because obviously, I would always work shifts that no one wants. Mm-hmm. I would work shifts that are, one, impossible to get cover for, because no one wants them, or that are just, like, awful, so no one wants to work them. And I'd find what's good about them. So with the nighttime shift, what was good about that, you do stock at nighttime, you plug in your fucking phone to the store speakers, boom.
And you just hang out. Yep.
You just hang out. I had this mad playlist. We all the night crew, we had a playlist set up. And I was like, guys, give me some songs, I'll make a playlist. And we had this giant playlist, and it had everything from like classical music to like Japanese like lo-fi hip-hop stuff on it. Dude, it was sick.
Sweet.
It was the sickest playlist. And every night we'd have this playlist going. And we'd shuffle it and just let it go. Mm-hmm. Dude, it was fucking sick. It was such a good playlist. And like,
were you doing like overnight work?
It was like, yeah, pretty much overnight work.
Yeah.
It was like store closed to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So I did that for a little bit. I did that for like a couple weeks because we had to do like inventory of our entire store. And I worked in the produce section. And that was like that was the week every year where I was like, yes, I want to go into work. Because none of the managers were there because fuck them. They're only going to work during the day.
Of course.
Peasants work at night.
No one's
except they get paid more at night. So I don't know why you wouldn't be working at night. But, yeah, it was fucking great. So, like, the produce section has its own stock room, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
So, we would just hang out in that fucking back room all the time.
Exactly. That's what you do.
And there's, like, nights where, or, like, mornings sometimes when I went back to, like, regular shift in the morning, where we had, like, the freezer. And the freezer has, like, the big-ass swinging doors because it has to keep all the cold air in.
Yeah.
There'd be times where I'd have, like, 5, 6, 7 pallets in this thing. Like, it's huge.
That's insane.
And it feels like, yeah, it's giant. So I'd go in there with my phone and music. And stick it in. And I'd, like, literally, like, strip down because I'm, like, Hulk smashing these fucking things. I'm just going at it. And I got music playing. It's the best. And I'd be in there for, like, 3 hours. And I remember, like, multiple times when manager come in and is like, have you been on a break or lunch? And I'm like, what time is it? It's like 3 hours past when I should have left. I'm like, whoops.
Oh, shit. No. My bad.
I'm like, okay, I'll just take a break and my lunch at the same time. They're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, I'm doing it, so... That'll be your problem.
I hate when they tell me I can't do things. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, man, I was so belligerent in university. I was awful. What was wrong with me? I think you have the whole Chunibyo phrase everyone goes for.
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking what's the English from Chunibyo?
Edgelord.
You're
an edgelord.
Bullshit. I think I had my one in like university. It was when I came back from Japan. Because the UK sucks.
Edgelord.
Man, the UK, I was so done with the UK.
You became a weeb.
I was such a weeb, dude. I wasn't even a weeb. I think, like, I was just sick of the UK. And I went to Japan, had this year of just, like, doing whatever the fuck I wanted.
Right.
Then I came out to the UK and I was like,
fuck this
shit, dude. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this shit. And I was not in the mood for it. So, like, people would be like, you can't take your break and lunch at the same time. And I'd be like, then fire me. And they'll be like, I guess you can. I'm like, there we go. Like, I had like, my whole thing was like, I had like 4 jobs. I think the worst was before I went to Japan, I needed money. I was working in a restaurant, in a convenience store, teaching English, and for the Center of like World Languages. So like 4 jobs. And I had like saving money job, drinking money job, just like bill job, and like bullshit job. And the convenience store was bullshit job. Mm-hmm. So for that job, dude, oh my god, it was so bad. I was such a dickhead. Like, I would do the work, but if anyone was like, so my whole thing was, I worked from 10, I don't know, say 10 till 10, 11, 12, 1, 10 till 2, for example, like 4-hour shifts. 10 till 2, 2 o'clock comes, I'm gone. That's it.
Right.
Because the whole company thing was, there's no overtime, you don't get overtime pay, you don't get, like, there's no plus whatever for overtime, there's no extra money for nighttime shifts. I was like, alright, cool. So, I'll be on the tills. 4 o'clock will come back, bye. I'm gone. Manager's like,
no last person, no none of this stuff. Yeah, I'm done.
Shit, none of this. You gotta wait for the person who's. I was like, fuck you. No, I don't. Fuck you. Hold on a minute. Fuck you for 1. Fuck you for 2. Because I don't get paid for that. You want me to wait like an extra 10, 15 minutes because dickhead is late? Fuck you. Why would I do that? You're the manager. Jump on tills then. You don't like it. He's like, well, I'm like, shut up. I just left. I'm like, I don't get paid for this conversation. I was like, from 10 to 4, you got me. I'm a stack shelves, I'm gonna do the checkout thing, I'm gonna work like a bitch. I'm here. Boy, when 4 o'clock hits, don't talk to me, I'm gone.
I'm done, yeah.
I would dart so quickly, and then there's like one of the student managers. So he spoke to like the manager, and he was like, oh, Jordan's leaving at exactly 4. And it's like, isn't that his contracted time? It's like, oh, doesn't you have to wait for the person to come and like relieve him? And it's like, if you can make Jordan do that. It's like,
yeah, if he agrees to it. But man, you pay him overtime.
Yeah, boy, if you can make him wait, boy, a bit stronger than anyone. Because like the real managers couldn't make me wait. Like no one could. I was like, fuck you, I'm done. Because the one of the main managers, they were like, you have to stay. And I was like, I'm going. As I'm walking down the stairs, I'm like, no, I'm finished. I'm going. They're like, oh, then you're fired. I'm like, I have 4. I was like, I have 4 jobs, and just like kept walking out the store. And the guy's like, what? Then the next shift, I just didn't come in. And they called me, they're like, worried. And I was like, you fired me. And it's like, oh, no.
No, that was just a veiled threat.
No, please come back. Like, so dumb. I think anyone who's like a student listening to this podcast and they're like, oh, like jobs, blah, blah, blah. Always have more than one job. That was my thing.
And know when you can walk out of the job you have.
Know when you can walk out of the job you have. You know, you gotta find the fun things about your job. You know what I mean? Like, every job has, like, something really fun about it. No matter how shit it seems.
It's true, yeah.
Every job has something really fun.
You gotta make your own fun.
You gotta make your own fun, dude. You gotta find the perks in your job. And then you gotta know, like, when it's time to fucking dip. God, you gotta know when it's fucking time to dip.
Speaking of convenience stores.
Sure.
Do you want to hear the weird shit that I saw on the way to 7-Eleven just before you got here?
David, you know I do.
Okay.
David, you know I do.
Of course.
It's Japan.
So,
go on.
This is just a weird item, or like a good English item that I saw in 7-Eleven.
Go on.
And I love a good English item.
I love it. Go on.
So I'm in the bread section, you know, like we can get your pastries and whatever, like prepackaged pastries. And then I noticed just like a baguette in the section. But it's not like a baguette. It's like one of those very like thin, long, like breadstick baguettes. I
hate those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But the best part was the English. Well, it's not even English. It's just weird English.
Go on.
the name of this bread is just called Nice Stick.
Nice
Stick.
David. Oh, no.
So I'm looking at him like, nice stick. Hey, you want some nice stick?
got any snacks? Nah, I got some nice stick. That's so fucking what? Dude, yes.
Nice stick.
Dude, I love Japan so much.
Sometimes I just like to put some jam on a nice stick and eat away.
I'm a child.
Sometimes I butter up my nice stick all the time.
Nice stick.
I'm like, I get it, because it's correct English, but like, man.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Japan is so dumb. Hire people. You gotta hire people to speak English.
Yes.
It's like I was on the different subreddits, jumping around, and I think I was having like some guy was like, oh, I want to come to Japan, I want to live there, I want to blah blah, usual shtick. And I was like, oh, you try to get N2. It's pretty useful to have when you're trying to like get jobs in Japan and stuff. Like people need English Japanese speakers, blah 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 blah. And then someone said something like, well, what about the Chinese speakers who don't speak any Japanese but can pass N2? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? What the fuck? Dude, right? Look at the face, exactly.
But if they passed N2, they can speak N2 level, so, like, what are you... Huh?
Yeah, there we go. So his whole thing was that...
Is the claim that they can read kanji, that's why they can pass N2?
Yeah, the claim was, like, they can read kanji and thus... Basically, someone...
Yeah, I can read fucking French, this doesn't mean I can speak French.
This is what I'm saying. Like, the retardation of someone getting to a level of Japanese, like, N2 level, and not being able to speak is hilariously funny.
Yeah, kind of.
So fucking funny. Like, I think it was that's the day. Like, today I was like, okay, I need to take a break from Reddit. Because the level of just absolute retard was so high. My head was like, you know what? You feel it in your temple, you're like, ooh.
He's like, I can't anymore.
I can't even do this. I can't have all these people on Reddit telling me that I'm wrong when I'm clearly not. My head is very, the pain. Like, especially companies in Japan, like, you need some people who speak a little Japanese, a little English.
Mm-hmm.
And when you
need to pay them more than Jumon a month.
Pay them more than Jumon a month. When you're printing shit like nice shtick.
Nice shtick.
Nice shtick, my man, like, ain't gonna work. I met a guy I'm not gonna say what company with the guy. One of my friends doesn't speak any English. None.
Zero.
But he took English in university.
Okay.
Which is, it's so Japanese. That's so Japanese. Like, he did like 4 years of English.
Can't speak a word.
At university. Can't speak a word. But his degree says English. So he got hired for a pretty good company. I'm not gonna say what company it is, but he's working for a pretty good company. He's like a low-level translator. Mm-hmm. Remember, he can't speak English.
Is he the reason why we have nice stick?
Yes, he is the reason. My man
just keeps feeding us nice stick.
Feeding us that night. I'm like, stop! I've had my food.
He's like, but there's at least half of a nice stick here.
There's so much more that can go. Come on, go. I'm gonna insert this nice stick.
We're children,
dude. I'm such a child. I swear to God. Like, so I spoke to him a little while ago because I was talking about, like, I was translating for one of my jobs, and I was like, how do I use this, like, this weird kanji? And I was like, I can't translate this kanji properly. How do I translate it? It's been a long time since I spoke to this guy because I forgot that he doesn't speak English.
Right.
And he gave me the reply to it. He's like, well, I think it's this. And I'm like, Google said the same thing, and it's definitely wrong. So I was like, hold on.
Where did you get this information?
Yeah, I was like, when you go to work, how do you translate things? And he's like, oh, Google. I'm like, are you fucking serious? The company's paying you more than... He gets paid more than I get paid. He gets paid like 30-something thousand.
Right.
So I'm like, you're getting paid way more than I get paid.
To use Google Translate.
And I'm furious. I'm fucking furious. So I'm like to him, because he's doing like low-level bullshit now. So it's like document translation. So I'm like, when you get hiring the company, which you eventually will get, it's how Japan works, and you've got to do face-to-face translating, how are you going to do that?
You're not.
I was like, have you been studying? He's like, no. What the fuck?
No.
He's fucked, dude.
Pretty much.
It's so funny. I'm watching his career greatly.
I watch your career with great interest.
I'll watch your career with great interest. Like, his whole thing is going to crash and burn. It's going to be very fun to watch.
So after I took a nice gander at the nice dick, I left the 7-Eleven. I'm walking home, and here's the number 2 thing that I saw that was weird. Now, normally in certain parts of Japan, this wouldn't be strange, but those places are places like Akihabara, or Ikebukuro.
Oh god, yeah.
So I'm going back down the alley, and I'm going across the street. You know where you cross the street.
Yeah.
And I look up the street so I don't get hit by a fucking car. And I see this blob of pink. I'm like, it like kind of out of the corner of my eye. What the fuck is that? And I look over, and it's a lady, mask on, full Lolita fucking costume on.
No
bright pink Lolita costume with a fucking like bonnet and everything, pushing a pram that is also pink, that may or may not have contained a child. I have no idea. I couldn't see in it.
Definitely contained a dog.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it was just the most weird, out of place thing. And I just kind of looked at it and went, that's Japan. Just across the street.
Japan. The thing is, like, so you know those weird like, you know, the like Lolita, Ganguro,
yeah,
those weird like subculture style things. So a lot of them don't actually originate in Tokyo.
Of course not.
Like a lot of them are from like the countryside, and they come to Tokyo to have
their meetings,
their meetings and such. Yeah. So one of my friends was in. She lived in
consult the council, as it were.
Consult the fucking council of maids, dude. One of my friends lived in Odawara.
Okay, yeah.
And she was like, oh my God,
beautiful place.
Absolute shithole.
Castle's pretty decent.
Castle's pretty decent.
It's got a monkey cage.
No, Odawara. It was Hadano. My mistake. Hadano. So she lived in Hadano.
Absolute shithole.
It's just countryside, yeah. It's like a countryside station, basically.
Uh-huh.
So she lived there, and she goes, oh my God, she's really excited on the group chat. I saw a maid. Just saw a fucking maid. It was so weird to see in the countryside. And everyone's like, wow. And I'm like, you guys don't know shit about Japan. I'm like, yeah, that's common. And like, what? They don't all live in Tokyo? I'm like, yo, none of them live in Tokyo. Like,
how do you think they can afford being a maid?
You can't afford being a maid and afford to live in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's true.
Maid dresses are dumb expensive. I know.
Yeah, dude. They're fucking nuts.
Right? It's like, you can buy a computer with that shit, honestly.
Pretty much.
Absolutely insane. God dang it, fucking maid costumes. Oh man, I was gonna say something. I completely lost my fucking... was it about maids? Fuck. I remember. Okay, did I tell you the story about... So you know in Japan...
Mm-hmm.
You've
yes, I know in Japan.
Fuck off.
Uh-huh.
So you know you have those prams and like, there's never a baby inside the pram.
It was like a dog or whatever.
A dog.
Yeah.
Or a cat.
There used to be, when I would walk home from school, and it was like at the exact time that I would walk home from school, an elderly couple would be walking their 2 dachshunds, and they were like so fat and just corpulent, they like pushed them along in this pram.
Jesus Christ, dude, honestly. So, that really threw me when I first came to Japan. So I lived in Saitama. So I used to walk from my dorm to the station. It was a long ass walk. You had to go like walk through a little park. Mm-hmm. It was long. So I'm walking to the station every day. And the first time I saw it, I was like, this is... What? A woman's pushing this thing. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a baby inside. It's going to be so cute. I go for a little peek, what kind of babies in this? Dog. I'm like, what? What the fuck? It's a dog? How very Japan of you. How very fucking strange, And I saw it a couple times. And eventually, you're like, I got it. There are dogs inside these prams.
Right.
These prams, no one has babies here. Everyone just has dogs inside of prams. Why? Who the fuck knows? But they do. You get used to it, David. You're used to it. And Japan, right? Japan ain't here. Japan's like Dark Souls. Japan's like Nioh 2. Japan ain't gonna let you get comfortable. It's gonna punish you, for doing the same thing. It's not gonna let you do that. So I'm walking to the station one day. I'm walking, there's a little couple. I'm like, oh, look at this couple. They're pushing this pram, and I'm like, Jordan, don't get forward. There's not going to be a baby in that pram. It's going to be a dog. It's gonna be a fucking Dachshund or a fucking Chihuahua. It's gonna be a stupid dog. Keep walking, Jordan. You fucking solve this mystery. We'll pass this pram. Obviously, I'm gonna have a look inside the pram, see what's in there. As I'm walking, they're taking it out. I'm like, oh, get to see this dog face to face. Rabbit.
What?
They pulled a fucking rabbit out of this pram. It shocked me. I stopped walking. Like,
the fuck?
It hit me so hard, David. I came to a complete stop and was just staring at this rabbit. I was like...
I mean, like, I've seen dudes walking around with, like, a cat on their shoulder.
Seen that shit? That's fucking baller as fuck.
Like, yeah. But who walks a rabbit? Rabbits are dumb. They don't know.
Rabbits don't need to go for walks.
No, they stick them in a pen, run them around, scare them a bit. They'll be fine.
The funniest thing is, they took the rabbit out, put it on the ground. A dog came up, sniffed its butt. Even the dog was confused. The dog was like, hold on a minute. This
is a very strange dog.
This is not a dog.
But I will hump it anyway.
I will hump it anyway. Dogs don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So speaking of the cat on the guy's shoulder.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've also seen a flying squirrel.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You've seen that shit?
Yeah.
A lizard.
Haven't seen a lizard.
I was on the fucking train, dude.
The fuck?
A man had a leash in his hand.
Yeah.
And it went all the way up, wrapped around his arm, and on his shoulder, a lizard was just like laid sprawled across his shoulder.
Like an iguana or what?
Like a small iguana, I guess.
Okay.
It was fucking weird, dude. Like, honestly. What? Birds.
Actually, birds, yeah, okay.
It's still weird. I'm on the train. What the fuck?
Right, yeah, why is there a bird?
Ferrets was weird.
I've seen ferrets, yeah.
Dude, it's weird. Like, where are you going? Where are you taking these animals? Why are they riding the train?
Yeah, that's the weirdest part, is why is it on the train? Like, if you're taking it for a walk, you just walk it by your house, right?
I feel like at this stage, it's not a pet, it's a fashion statement.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked up.
Just kind of fucked, you know what I mean? Like,
a little bit.
The guy with the lizard, I spoke to him, he was cool. And he was like, my apartment doesn't allow animals.
Uh-huh.
So I bought a lizard. And I was like, what? And he goes, lizards don't make noise. And I'm like, you fucking bastard. That's pretty good.
It's true. That's true. Lizards don't make noise.
Fucking checkmate, Japan. Lizards don't make noise.
Is that why people who have like apartments that don't allow pets get like fish or like hermit crabs?
Yeah.
Because they're silent.
Who wants a hermit crab as a pet?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shit, dude. I want a cat as a pet, to be completely honest. Like, that's the kind of pet I want.
I mean, you could get cats that are like completely silent, right?
That's not fun. I want a cat with like a bad personality.
Where he's just an asshole?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
That way we can get along.
Fair enough.
I'll understand him.
I get you.
He'll understand me. Is like, you know those really happy dogs?
Yeah.
I hate them. The really small ones?
Why? What's wrong with that?
I hate them. I hate tiny little dogs.
You mean like really small dogs?
Yeah, like the ones that yap and like...
yeah. Okay, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, okay. I lived next to a house that had one of those dogs.
I'm sorry.
That every single morning, 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
on the dot, would just bark and bark and bark. Close my windows. Like, my windows are double paned, so they're like soundproofed-esque. Didn't do shit. I could just hear the dog.
The yapping of tiny dogs, it's been bred to penetrate.
Yeah.
Any object.
Dude, half of my house is made of concrete. Solid concrete.
That's
and I can still fucking
not
hear
strong
this
enough,
thing.
Dude.
Goddamn rat.
They're so disgusting. My friend was going to date, so my friend also hates these tiny little dogs. He was going to date this girl, and they're going really, really well. You know, we went on a couple of dates, everything was smooth. And they're like, oh, she's like, I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Do you want to come as well? And he's like, yo, sounds like fun. I love dogs. I love going for walks. Let's do it. She's one of those tiny little Chihuahua, Poodle, hybrid bastard dogs.
Right.
And he was like, that was the date that ended it. I was like,
wow.
Day?
Wow.
Really? He's like, can't do it. Can't do it. Like, the dog was awful. Like, just so bad. And it's like, if this is the kind of dog that this girl likes, this girl has just bad taste.
Right.
Just awful taste. And I'm sorry, listeners, if you've got a tiny dog, but I kind of agree. I fucking hate tiny dogs.
I'm not a fan either.
Big dogs, there we go.
Yeah, but not like huge.
Husky.
Huskies can get pretty big.
But they're like wolves, though. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Huskies are cool. Shiba Ken, but only because Shiba Kens look stupid. Like, they look confused all the time.
They just look happy.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
They're good little dogs. Fucking adorable. My friends had a Shiba Ken. Fucking adorable. Fucking adorable, dude. Like, this little motherfucker, always the happiest cunt ever. You go into the house, he was like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? He's so happy. Like, right. I have a feeling that, so the first time I came into the house, obviously, foreigner, big ass hair, I'm clearly a stranger.
Right.
Clearly a stranger.
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is this? You'd be like, grr, growl, growl, bark, bark. Who the fuck is this? Not young Shiba Ken. I come in, he's like, what? New friend? This is a new fucking friend. Are we gonna hang out? It's like, yo, this dog is trash. Like, this dog is not gonna stop any burglars.
This guy will help the people rob your house.
Help the people.
Hey, here's the box with all the valuables. Here's how you get through the door.
Just like crouching out. Hey, boy, get the diamonds. Looks like, okay then. He just goes off.
Yeah.
Where are the car keys? Boom, boom, boom. Just like grabbing the car keys and shit. Dude, this dog was useless. Like, that was always my thing. Like, this dog was really, like, nice, but also just an idiot.
An absolute idiot.
Absolute dumbass. Yep. Like, the amount of times this dog, like, you know when you walk in the countryside, there's, like, the drain things?
Oh, yeah.
The amount of times this dog has fallen into the drain things is so funny. Like, in one walk, I think he fed in, like, 3 times, and I'm like, why does it keep falling in? She's like, he just gets excited, and I'm like, he's so retarded. What the fuck? But he was a babe.
How does that happen?
He was a babe. He's just too excited, dude. He was so excited just to be alive in general. Man.
Fair enough.
Jelly. Can't relate, dude. Fucking can't relate.
If only we could be so carefree.
No, that's not a life I live, dude. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Bruh, this week, do you have any mail?
Yes, I do.
Oh, shit. Let's do mail time.
If you have mail, please send it to us at Tokyo Fresh Podcast on Instagram, at tokyofreshpodcast@gmail.com, or Tokyo Fresh Pod on Twitter. I haven't used Twitter in a while.
Bruh, samesies.
But I should maybe start doing that. I don't get much interaction on the Twitter, so, whatever.
On Twitter? Yeah.
Instagram's been working far better.
Instagram is more my stream as well.
Anyway, do you have stuff?
I got one pretty big question. I got a question. I got one.
Okay.
But it's one I feel we've answered before, but I feel like a definitive answer would probably help people more.
Okay.
Because we're still getting the same question, so
okay, I got 3, maybe. Yeah.
Alright, let's do yours first, then. Yours seem pretty chill.
So,
hit me, bro.
First one. This one was from a while ago. Apparently 4 weeks ago. So, this was during Corona time when we were gathering up some questions here.
Sorry.
So, this one was from Chewbox. Cost of living in Japan and how to get citizenship. I think this can be addressed very quickly. Cost of living in Japan. Let's hit that first.
Pretty not expensive.
Depends. Yeah, like I feel like food is cheap relatively.
Yeah.
Like raw ingredients are cheap.
Yeah.
Housing can be cheap depending on where you live. Trains will nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah, they will.
So if you can avoid them, you'll save a considerable amount of money. But most of the time, your company that you work for will pay for your train. So yeah.
Depends on the area pretty greatly as well.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Like depending on how long you want to live here for, man, that tax might completely destroy your savings.
Yes.
Moving house is going to fuck you as well every time you do it.
Oh, don't even talk to me about that. Spent fucking damn near $4,000 just to move.
Dude, I'm telling you, moving will wreck you every fucking time.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah, living expenses aren't that bad. Like, you can save more, but at the same time, you can spend like a wild man being here. Like, I think
you can do both. Yeah, I feel like compared to back home, there's a much larger spectrum.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I feel back home, I'd be paying out the ass for this same type of apartment.
Yeah.
And then the food and everything else and gas money, I've just completely eliminated from my life, right?
Yeah.
So compared to other places, it's relatively cheap.
Yeah. I feel like if you want to go really hard every night, depending on what you're doing in Japan, so let's say let's say you're making about 200,000.
If you have a hookers and booze addiction,
boy,
you're
done. Like, it'll wreck you.
Those trips to Shinjuku will get you done.
Fuck you up, dude. Honestly, I feel like I remember the first year being here. I saved like a nice chunk of money. Like I had a nice little egg I'd saved up, and that was like me taking Shinkansens to like Kobe every once in a while, and like traveling around and going to like fucking Himeji and shit. Like,
yeah,
I was traveling a ton, but I still had like a bunch of money saved up. But my counterparts were like doing a bit more Tokyo stuff, like because it was their first time in Japan. Like, fair enough. Mm-hmm. So they were like going Tokyo more and like drinking almost every night and stuff. They were broke. They were broke.
Well, it's like you consider, okay, in a month the average like teacher or whatever, you're making nijumon, so about 20.
Let's say 20,000. 200,000.
200,000 yen.
Yeah.
So about $2,000-ish. If I'm gonna US dollars, like I'm gonna, it's like
1-to-1 equivalency is easier.
Is easier. Yeah. So around that, maybe you're higher or lower, depending on what time it is. But like if you're going out every weekend, so like 4 weekends a month, and you're dropping $100
more.
That's $400.
You fucked
a month. Just on that.
That's
not even like factoring in like what you're paying for food and rent and healthcare and travel. Yeah, you have to pay to get to where you're going and then pay to go back, and yeah. It's like it can pile up really quick if you're not.
You can wreck yourself pretty
good
easily.
About that.
Citizenship.
Good fucking luck.
Wow, good luck, dude. You live here for a couple years, 20 years or so.
Yeah, marry a Japanese
lady, Japanese dude. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I've only ever heard of like a handful of people who have Japanese citizenship who are foreigners, and I think it's like usually the reason why they have it is because the country that they came from, their citizenship is shit.
Yeah.
And Japanese citizenship, by comparison, is better. And they've just been put in a situation where that option is available to them.
So they're like, fuck it, I'll take it, kind of thing, yeah.
Like, if you're from, like, I don't know, Nigeria or, like, somewhere, like, the Congo in Africa, right? Like, your sweet Republic of Congo citizenship is, like, absolute garbage compared to Japan's, right?
Yeah. So
why wouldn't you change? But, yeah. The thing about that, though, is that even if you change your citizenship, you're always going to be a gaijin. It doesn't even matter. Yeah. If now you are actually legitimately recognized as a Japanese person,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
They don't give a fuck.
No, it doesn't matter.
Nobody gives a shit.
I feel like you got to remember, it's still like it's your outward appearance.
Yep.
Pretty much. I feel like I put it to, for me, it doesn't matter. Like living in the UK, for example, like British, born in London, I live in the UK, but I'm also black, so you'll get people throwing things like, go back to your own country. And it's like, I'm in it. This is where I'm from.
I never left,
dude. Like, give me some time, my man. I'll leave and then I'll come back and then we can have the thing. But
could if I wanted to, but coronavirus is really bad.
Corona, my man, come on. So like going from that to Japan where like, no one gives a shit, it doesn't matter. But I feel like if you do change your citizenship to Japanese, even if you spoke fucking fluent Japanese citizenship, like you're loved in your community, boy, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Because the minute you go to bumfuck Inaka, it's gonna be Nihongo jouzu desu yo ne. Nihon nannen?
Yeah, exactly, right? How many years have you lived here? Oh, your Japanese is really good. It's like, I could be born here, and if you look foreign, people are just like, duh.
My friend is born here. He's half American.
Yeah.
Half Japanese, but his dad's black, so he looks like me, but he doesn't speak a word of English.
So like for a dude like that, like I can't even imagine how that guy feels, because he grew up, right, probably Japanese.
Yeah.
He grew up Japanese. He doesn't speak English, so he's like Japanese as fuck. Yeah. Because that means he grew up speaking only Japanese.
He grew up in like bumfuck Inaka as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right?
like when he comes to like Tokyo and they'll talk to him in English, he's like, yeah, I don't speak English. Like they'll be like, how many? And he's like, どういう意味? 日本人だよ。わかんない. Because I don't understand.
Right.
Like, I think he understands like introductory English. Like, hello. My name is. How are you? Do you like? That's it.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like a constant annoyance. He's like, I don't speak English. Leave me alone. Like, fuck. Like, So he understands the plight of the foreigner only because it's been like forced onto him like his entire life.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But he's Japanese as fuck, right? Like,
yeah.
He's the dude who fucking likes daikon roshi or some shit.
Man,
like,
he loves roshi daikon. That shit is death.
Yeah.
Grated daikon? Fuck you, man.
Gross.
Ruin everything. Give me a question.
Alright, we'll move on to the next question.
Hate.
So, yeah.
Hate roshi daikon.
Okay, so, speaking of food, that's a good segue into the next question. This one is from B-Boy Dixon.
Oh, Dixon!
If you left Japan for 5 years and came back, what are the top 3 foods you'd like to eat?
5 fucking years? Man, if I left Japan for 5 years, I left for a bunch.
Man, if I left for 5 years, I don't think I would come back at that point. Too much of a fucking hassle.
Too much of a fucking hassle, dude. What would I eat if I left for 5 fucking years?
No. So you left for 5 years and you've come back to Japan.
Forgive me, yeah.
What are the 3? I know 1 for sure.
What's your 1?
Let me think about my top 3 for a second here.
My 1 is, I know for a fact I'm gonna want to fuck up some sushi.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that's one of my top 3.
Like 100%. I think I'm gonna need.
But like, I don't even need like good sushi. Just like take me to a kaiten sushi.
Yeah. By sushi, I always mean kaiten sushi.
Right.
Like I never mean like really fancy, sit down, the man cuts the fish in front of you type sushi.
You ain't going to Jiro's.
I ain't going to Jiro's. But okay. So my little brother came to Japan. If you remember.
Yeah, Joel.
My boy. So we went to kaiten sushi. And for him, that was fucking amazing. It was like, this is the greatest, it's so delicious, everything's really good. I made him try like this weird sushi. He had a blast. And then someone was like to me, why didn't you take him to like Jiro Sushi or like some expensive sushi place? And I'm like, that's like your first zip of wine ever. Like your first real drink of wine.
Right.
Being like an 1800 red that's been lost at sea and like
someone's recovered it.
Yeah, and they've like debottled it and they've, oh, here you go, here's the 1800 one. Like, you don't have the palate to understand this.
Yeah, if you have no comparison point, it's just gonna be like, this is good.
This is wine. Like, you don't understand. It's like coffee for me. Like, I had different, in my house, like when I had tons of coffee, I'd have different coffee for like people who are coming to my house. So people will be like, do you drink coffee? Not really, I kind of want milk and sugar. Cool. There's no point me grinding up the finest beans I own for you. You're not going to appreciate it. So I'll grind up my basic beans. And for you, that'll be amazing. But there's no point grinding up the greatest beans in my house.
Because you'll just go, it's coffee.
You're like, great, this is coffee. You're not going to understand it.
Right.
I feel like, so in sushi, it's kaiten sushi, you know what I'm saying? Yep. It's what it is.
I've thought of my 3 now.
Go for it.
So number 3 would be sushi, like kaiten sushi.
Yeah, same as
Number 2 would be okonomiyaki.
Young yaki. Nice.
Hiroshima style.
Oh, it has to be the best style. Everyone else fuck off.
Yep. Osaka's okay. Osaka's acceptable. But
Tokyo style sucks. Fuck you and your mochi, dickheads.
But I think the thing that I would miss the most, and it's a very like common food, right? Is I think the thing that I would buy first, like once I come back, the first thing I would buy is just fucking onigiri.
I knew it. I had a feeling. Yeah.
I love onigiri so much.
I get that.
And it's convenient. It's like nice and like light.
Yeah. Onigiri is fucking sick. I'm trying to think what I had when I first came back to Japan.
So when I came back from Canada for going for Christmas, the first fucking thing I bought, I came off the plane, I'm like, I'm hungry. Convenience store in the airport, onigiri.
Straight.
There wasn't even a debate. I was like, this is what I want right now.
For me, it's got to be like, so number 3 is sushi. I got to rank that sushi.
Yeah.
The number 2 is a weird one. Like, I want a gyudon.
Oh, gyudon, okay.
But I want a gyudon with benishoga.
Ooh, yeah. Like the pink benishoga.
The pink ginger is fucking oh my god, yes. I want a gyudon with some good ass benishoga. And it has to have benishoga. If it's just a gyudon, get that shit out of my fucking face. I don't want it. Gotta have that benishoga. It's fucking delicious. I can make it myself. I don't want to.
Right.
I want it from the little packet.
Right, exactly.
Or from the thing where I can grab as much as I want of it. Wreck it. Fucking wreck it. Number 1, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like oyakodon.
Really?
Or something light. Oyakodon is fun. I think just because I want it now, that's why. Right. I can't really think about really what I'd want as number one.
The reason I picked onigiri is because like it's never anything that I'm like, let's go to dinner and eat onigiri. Like that's not something that
you'd ever
I would ever do. But I know that if I left for 5 years, it'd be like every morning I wake up and I'd be like, man, I really want some fucking onigiri, and it's just not there. Other shit I can make. Like, I can make gyudon. I can make other stuff. I can't make
a really good
onigiri the same way that you can get it at a convenience store.
I think that's what my 3 was sushi. I can't make sushi, really.
See, I can make sushi, I just don't, because it's a fucking pain in the ass.
My number 2 is gyudon with beni shoga, because I need that that factory-made beni shoga. It smacks different. It's so good.
It does,
my number 1, gyoza.
Oh, fuck, goddamn.
Fucking gyoza. From, the chain store with the little girl as the logo?
Yes.
The Chinese one? Mm-hmm. That store.
That specific store?
That store.
Actually, we went to the gyoza place that's, like, down the hill from my house. It's, like, not bad.
We might have to fuck it up.
Dude, me and my girlfriend went there. We got 2 dishes plus rice plus gyoza. Like, a full, like, for 3 people gyoza.
Yeah.
1,400 yen.
Fuck you, 1,400 yen. That's insane.
That's it. For 2 main dishes, gyoza and rice.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. The gyoza place, I always get. Ready? Marble tofu.
Ooh.
It's fucking delicious. Then a side of gyoza. If they have it, there's this really good light, like, egg soup they make. It's just the best soup. It's so good.
I do like a good egg drop soup.
Man, it's so...
Put a little vinegar in there.
Yes! He's got it.
Yeah.
That's the system. It's so... I think I've taken everyone there. Because it's just so fucking good.
It is good.
I took Joel there. I took Tyrone there. We both went.
I've been there, yeah.
You've been there. It's so good. And I won't have anyone tell me it's not. And I won't have anyone tell me that there's better places. You need to shut the fuck up.
There probably is better places, but who gives a shit?
I don't give a shit.
They're both good.
They're both good. It's so good, dude. Like, I woke up at 4 a.m. a couple days ago and I was like, I want that gyoza.
Dude, I've been there.
I was like, man, if that place was open, if that place was 24 hours, I would go right now in my Gudetama onesie.
Man.
Hit that place right now, dude.
Maybe when you go home, I'm going to follow you to the station and go buy some fucking gyoza.
It's going to be done. It's so good. God damn it. Yeah, that'll be mine.
Yeah, gyoza's fucking good.
It's fucking good.
Okay, we'll do the last of my question, then we'll hit yours here.
Yeah.
The next one is from Zigimon99, longtime listener, actually.
My boy.
His question is, do you have a creative outlet you like to do in your spare time? I assume this question is fueled by Korosuke.
Creative outlet? What do you do, dude?
Painting. Like I painted some stuff the other day. Yeah. But I started painting it, and then I realized I fucking hate these models. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because the other ones I painted they're plastic, and these ones are pewter. Just something about them, the paint doesn't lay right, and they fucking annoy me. And I made the dumbass mistake. I could have painted these fucking things any color I wanted. Could paint them black, could paint them red, could paint them whatever. I wanted to paint them white. White is the worst fucking color to paint because it does not cover well and looks like shit. So I'm gonna have to sit there and put like 18 fucking layers on these things.
It perfect. It's gonna look really, really hard.
Yeah, bad. So like I finished painting 3 of them to like an okay standard. Now I want to go do the detailing, but I'm just like I look at them when they're done. And I'm like, man, these look better when I just hit them with black and did like a spray paint of white from like the top, so they had like a silhouette kind of looking thing. I'm like, they look better like that.
Dude,
and I've wrecked them.
Do that instead next time. Fuck it. You've learned. You live and you learn.
Yeah, you live and learn.
Man, you live and you learn.
That was my mistake. I painted other ones from this series.
Yeah. And
I decided, what color am I going to paint these? Yellow. Yellow has the exact same problem as fucking white. Yep. Why did I do this? And then I painted these ones white. Nope, bad idea.
I don't paint. I can't do it. I hate it. I mean, it's photography. Photography is the way. It's the way forward. I love a little photography. It's been time recently. I'm trying to learn. I was talking to you off cast. I was trying to learn like Photoshop and what's the other one? After Effects and
Illustrator,
and the other ones. I got 2 weeks free of Skillshare, so I'm trying to make the best of it. I think tomorrow I'm gonna really go tonight and tomorrow. I'm gonna go hard and try to learn as much as I can before my free
expiration.
My free time runs out. I don't want to pay for it. I just want the skills. So I'm gonna try to do that while I can. But yeah, apart from that, mostly photography actually. Like I don't really do anything else. Yeah, and editing photos. That's it. Writing, I guess, but writing's become work now, so it's not really anything I want to do in my free time.
Games, but like I don't feel like that's not a creative thing. Yeah, that's just something I like to do.
Same. Skateboarding, I guess. Longboarding, I should say. But it's not really creative. That's more just like stuff I like doing.
Right. Yeah.
Man, longboarding is sick, dude. I want a longboard so badly. I got a nice like that double grip board I have. Man, it's so good. It's like thrashing around this park near my house. You all the rollerbladers. I think they're like in a circle. And I stopped and I was like cracked open like a lemon, nice like lemon drink. I'm sitting on my board, enjoying the sunset, drinking this lemon drink, listen to some bullshit podcasts. Like with these kids just like staring at, why is this foreigner just sitting there drinking lemon drinks? I'm like, man, can I just sit here and drink a lemon drink? Like,
come on,
guys, let me just lemon drink. Nah, that's me. That's what I do. That's pretty good.
All right,
my question.
Your question.
This was from such a long name. Oh, Dwayne the Designer. And it came. I'm scrolling up because I already is such a long result. Okay, so it's a pretty long question. He was talking about coming to Japan and how much savings he would need, and he's studying Japanese online with his friend. So he's not paying for lessons; his friend's just teaching him.
Okay.
He's trying to prepare for a visa, and he wants advice on his best route for employment and/or a visa. He's an illustrator, and he wants to work in, like, that field of study. But when I asked him about what field of study he wants to work in, he doesn't actually know. He just knows he wants to do illustration. But he doesn't have an idea.
Of what?
Illustration.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I feel like the issue here is he doesn't really have any...
Okay, so...
You know what I mean?
I didn't have a conversation with him, so here's my take on this. You have no plan.
Yeah. This appears to be
zero. You have no plan.
Yeah.
And the reason I say you have no plan is, okay, you're studying Japanese. You want to work in design, and you're gonna get ready for a visa. Now here's my problem. Immediately from the offset, you're studying Japanese. Great, awesome, cool. You should do that anyway.
Yeah.
You want to work in design. Okay, sure, fine. That's fine. But consider that, why would a Japanese company want to hire you when there are plenty of good illustrators in Japan who speak Japanese, who will work at their company for dirt cheap?
Dirt cheap, yeah.
By comparison. Because, and... if they're going to hire you, that means they have to sponsor your visa. So that means they have to go through all this government fucking rigmarole to bring you over. And then they don't know if you're coming over with $10 or $10,000. Yeah. Where are you living? What are you doing? Are you going to be dead in a week because you don't know how to get food? Like, the risk that they have to take to bring you over is so exponentially high in comparison to just hiring a Japanese person who, I believe, unless you are like some fucking Pablo Picasso motherfucker, you can
do the same work.
You can do the same work. Like what they are requiring you to do is not going to be like, hey dude, paint the Mona Lisa every week. Yeah. Like that's not gonna happen, right?
I think my advice was more like, I was like, look for, obviously, first of all, agree. I said the same things more or less. But my advice was more like, look towards companies that have a more international leaning, and then sort of look into like designers, Japanese designing firms that are like very internationally based, and then see which ones you could slot into, see which ones would have you work freelance for a while, because you can do that while living wherever you're from. Yep. And then you can jump to Japan. Right. And maybe work here that way. But to which he said, no, basically. And he basically wants to take the English teacher route.
Okay.
Which is he wants to come, work, teach English for a year, and then somehow go from that to design. Okay. And I told him there are a bunch of pitfalls there. It's a path.
Here's the thing is I don't know what your portfolio is, right? So, but you going, I want to be in design. What kind of design? Audio engineering,
like
images, Illustrator, logo design.
It's like this stuff.
Okay, but like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But your profile has to, or not your profile, your portfolio has to be so much stronger.
So much better.
Than everyone else who they are going to employ, that they would even consider bringing you over. Like that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, right? They think my portfolio is great in my country. I could find a job in my country.
Yeah.
But they don't, so they're just like, well, if it's good enough for my country, it's good enough for everyone else. That might be the case, but you are playing to a company from a pit. You're already in a pit, and you have to raise yourself up to be just on ground floor.
I feel like this is something that like a lot of ethnic minorities already deal with in their home countries. That I think a lot of like white people or like they don't really have to deal with it the same way.
No,
so like
no,
if your name is like
not.
Steve Smith and you're applying for like a law firm and you have like a law degree and you got like a 2-1, like a B or whatever.
Yeah. They'll look at you at the least. They'll look at you,
at the least. But if your name's like, I don't know, insert sort of ethnically sounding name here, they don't really pay it the same attention. Right. We know that for a fact because we did research on this in university. Like we actually applied for jobs using the same application with different names on it.
Different names.
Like one was like a more Western name, one was like a more ethnically sounding name, but the applications were exactly identical. Literally identical. And the ones that had the more like white sounding name got more responses every time. So it is a thing there. So when people say like, well, do you have any research? I'm like, yeah, extensive. We did research. I don't just we're not talking out of our ass here. We did research on it. This is UK Pacific though. We didn't take it international. This is like just the UK. But when it comes to Japan, so a lot of ethnic people come to Japan, they know they have to work harder. People know they're ready. So white people come here, they know that they have to work harder, they'll work harder. But those who don't think it's the same as their home countries, they're going to struggle a bit more. You gotta bring so much more to the fucking table. You gotta bring a ton more to the table. You can't just be like, hey, I'm a foreigner, I speak no Japanese, let me work in this fucking law firm.
Exactly. Like you slide 2 papers across the table to the Japanese hiring firm.
Tanaka.
One's fucking Tanaka, and the other is Pedro Gonzalez. They're like, well, who the fuck, like, can this guy even speak Japanese? Like, before they even look at your profile, it's like, I have to interact with this person every single day.
Yeah.
Can this dude do? It's a little bit different with art, I think, because I think in that case, you can kind of let the art speak for itself, right?
Yeah.
If you can get clear instructions from whoever it is that's like, hey, I want you to design this, fine. But understand that when you hand in a draft, he's going to go, okay, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change.
Make this way, yeah.
And if you don't understand what he just told you to change,
you're fucked.
You're going to be in trouble. And you're not going to have fucking Johnny Tanaka there to translate to English for you.
He ain't going to be there.
He ain't going to be there.
He ain't going to be there.
So, it's doable. It's doable. I will say this. It is doable. But it is also dubious that you could do it. I'm not here to, rain on your fucking parade.
That's my job.
I'm just I'm just being realistic about what the situation is. If you want to come over as an English teacher, understand that I don't know what your education is. If you do not have a university degree, you can fucking forget about that right off the hop.
That's always the first question I ask.
So,
well, if you want to come to Japan anyway, you need a degree.
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a degree, consider going to school for 4 years or 2 years. And then maybe get back to me. So, like, if that is your goal, okay, let's say, I want to move to Japan, I want to be a designer. That's my goal, right? The first thing you need to do is get a degree.
Yeah.
If you don't have a degree, you have to start now.
Yep.
Tomorrow, sign up for your university. Go.
Fuck it, just go. Just do it.
I don't care what you study. If you study, like, fucking the Bible study. Like, what? I don't give a shit what you do. It doesn't matter. As long as at the end of 4 years, you have a
degree in hand.
Degree. In that 4 years' time, work on that portfolio. Expand that portfolio. Make that portfolio better than what it is.
Yeah.
Give the person on the other end in Japan reason to go, holy shit, like, I want to hire this person. You know, if you're just doing bog standard stuff that other people are doing, but you're like, oh, I'm really proud of it, and this is really great, right? If you look like other people, it doesn't matter.
That's why when I was like going for work outside of English teaching, my fucking CV looked fucking beautiful. It looked amazing. It was like languages, things I had done. Like if I came with the job I'm doing now, and I was like, hey, I want to work here. I taught English and then I was. That's it. They were like, alright, fuck off. Like, what have you done? Like, you really have to sell yourself. You got to show, like, what makes you stand out.
Yeah. And maybe, you know, I'm preaching to the choir a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you got your degree. Your portfolio's banging.
Yeah.
What about your Japanese?
Whee.
So, you better be studying during those 4 years. Man, if you have to go to school and you have to do something at school, study Japanese. And maybe, you know what, honestly, by the time that you finish those 4 years, you might already have a good job with the portfolio you have. You might even want to go to Japan by that time.
That's the thing.
But if you're like, man, if you're like 35, 36, and you're like, I'm going to go live in Japan, you're too fucking late.
Don't do it.
You're too fucking late.
Don't do it, honestly.
If you're, I honestly, now that I'm like, I'm heading rapidly toward 30, and I've been here for a while now, if someone had told me, like, yeah, I'm 29, I'm 30, I want to move to Japan and do X, Y, and Z, I'm like, man, you're coming a little bit late.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, you've had some life experience in your home country, and I'm wondering why you want to come now and not when you were younger. Like, maybe you just didn't have the opportunity, but who knows? I don't know you.
Like, you kind of get pretty... It reminds me of the stories of, like... So, you know when we started training?
Yeah.
And there were those guys who are, like, 30, 40, whatever years old.
Yeah.
And they're like, I've just come to Japan. It's like, dude, what happened?
What were you doing?
What happened in your home country that you've come now? Now? Fucking hell, dude. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, some of the older guys I know, like, they, like, had better jobs in their home countries and just threw it all away to come to Japan and make, like, a little bit more than minimum wage.
Garbage minimum wage jobs.
Yeah, like, a little more than garbage minimum wage to do... I don't understand. Like, it's... Japan's pretty fun. Like, I like living here. There's opportunities, yeah. But in saying that, is it worth throwing away everything you built? No. No, of course not. No.
Consider, like... I mean, I said it at the top of the podcast. We're the podcast who's not going to suck Japan's dick.
We ain't going to do it.
It's not going to happen.
Not
and
even if
the
it's
reality of it is, Japan is a country like any other country. Don't think that coming here will fix your problems.
No.
Don't think that coming here is some magical fucking land that fucking onigiri rains from the sky. It doesn't. And
you gotta pay for it. It's 100 yen a pop.
Yeah. It's you have to put the work in.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to go into an art field, because man,
art
field is fucking big here.
It's so I work with a lot of artists in my company. There's like tons of like art events happening. So I know a lot of people in that art world. Brutal. Fucking brutal, dude. It is so hard to get in it. Mm-hmm. Then once you're in it, it's so hard to be known for it. Because when it comes down to it, it's art. The community isn't giant. It's big, but it's not fucking huge. And there's like the really well-known people, and there's everyone trying to become well-known. Right.
Dude, that is exactly true. If you spend enough time on Twitter looking at like people who are artists, I put this in quotes because artists. I don't know them.
Yeah.
What they do for their day job, right? But you look at a lot of those people, and these people are people who are good at art, like legitimately so good at art, and they can't make a fucking dollar.
They can't make a penny.
They can't make a dollar.
God damn, yeah.
So what makes you think that you are better than those people that you can just go, fuck wherever I live from, I moved to Japan.
I guess I'll make money in Japan. Like, I've seen some legit good art.
Yeah.
On Instagram. And I'm like, on Instagram, on fucking Twitter. I'm like, this is amazing. This is really good stuff. This is the issue. Especially with me. Do I care? No.
Yeah.
I couldn't give more of a shit. To the extent where I don't even follow. Because I don't like, I don't retweet, I don't follow. Because honestly, I don't care. Like, you're really good at drawing. That's amazing. It's so cool how you can use all these skills on the computer and you can, like, transfer things, whatever. These skills are amazing. I wish I had these skills. Do I care that you have them? No.
No.
Sadly, it's the truth. No.
But
do I care what art you're producing? No.
No. But you look at, like, people who are in, like, the anime industry or in, like, design and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? The people who are doing, like, game art and game design, they've been doing that job for, like, 20 fucking years.
Yes, dude, yeah.
And, like, even then, they've been doing that job for, like, 20 years, and those are the only people who are, like, relatively well known. Like, they're not even famous. They're not Picasso levels. They're not fucking, if music was a thing, they're not Beethoven, right? They're not at that peak. And even they are probably struggling to get by.
Probably.
So
it makes sense.
Man, yeah,
right?
I'm dubious, right? Like, it's that's the thing. I don't want to be like, you know, you can't do it, because there's a lot of people who, I think for artists, there's a lot of people who say like, fuck you, you'll never make money from art. You draw on your fucking stupid doodles.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah,
we don't want to say
I legitimately don't want to do that. But at the same time, when it comes to moving to another country
for art, illustration,
for art and illustration into a country that has ridiculous soft power,
dude, yeah, it's hard.
Yikes, my dude!
You're asking for you're putting ahead of you an insane mission, and you want to do the mission? Do it. Fucking do it. Do it. I'm all about chasing impossible dreams. Fucking try it. Do it. But no, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy to do. You can get people like me who just don't give a shit because we just don't. Like, I'll wish you the best. I'll pray for all the success in the world to come to you, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's the sad truth that most people don't. You have to carve like your own niche, which is really hard, and then you got to build from that. Like. I have a really small, like, little Afro in Japan brand thing. I got a tiny little pocket Instagram where I'm like trying to like get more followers and such. It's a tiny little pocket Instagram. It's that big. It's fucking tiny. I've been trying to like gain following for like a little while now. I've gained like a chunk. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's hard, and it takes time.
It takes so much time.
Hey, if you want to climb Mount Everest as that's your goal, fine. But understand that a lot of fucking people die on Mount Everest. A lot of people
die on Mount Everest.
So don't be surprised when you suddenly freeze to death.
There are lots of... Actually, recently I've seen quite a lot of Instagram, Twitter. I've been on Twitter for a while. People are like posting on Twitter like, hey, if I start a Patreon, will you guys like give me whatever money a month to...
Do whatever.
And I always think like, no, I won't. There's a few people that I would... very happily support on Patreon.
Right.
Like, because I generally like what they do. I love what they produce. Like, I watch the videos. I'm subscribed to their content.
But there's only so much money to go around. I can't pay 20 people $5 a month.
Can't do it.
I can't. I can't. It's not feasible, right?
It's not feasible. I don't want to
do it. It's $100 a month to pay someone else's wage.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
So, yeah.
I need my money to buy coffee. Like, I'm an addict. I need that caffeine inside my blood. Like, it's I feel like if you do come to Japan, I think this advice really does branch out to anything as well. You're going to be carving your own niche. It's going to be a pretty difficult journey to walk. And if you slack, Japan will punish you for it.
Yep, they'll catch you sleeping.
Dude. Abe will come to your house with a sock filled with frozen onigiri and he will beat you to death if he catches you sleeping, dude.
I'll put a mask on you.
Put a mask on you, dude. Have you got your Abe mask yet?
Yeah, from my old house in Tokyo.
What cunty shit? Where's my mask? Have you got your 100,000 yen money yet?
No.
I haven't.
I haven't got a letter for it.
I haven't got shit from the government. Where's my money, Abe?
You know, I think Abe's is gonna be... just wait it out. They're gonna end their emergency thing and be like, oh, money gone.
Money gone. Emergency finished. I will beat him to death. I will fuck this man. I have been working out during this quarantine. I will wreck Abe. Abe does not know. If Abe's like, actually, we're gonna money, I'm gonna go to the diet. I'm gonna beat him up. I'm just gonna punch him in his fucking face. I'm gonna shout him. I'm gonna say he's 4'8", and I'm gonna punch him in his face.
But I hope that kind of offers some perspective.
Yeah,
because
it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, people think they can. It is a joke on the internet. People think you can just come here on your hopes and dreams.
It is pretty fun, yeah. But
that shit don't exist, dude. You gotta. Man.
I feel like it's old culture.
Yeah.
It really like speaking to my old. He was like a Japanese culture teacher. I forgot his name, which is really annoying. It wasn't John Locke. It was a different guy.
John Locke is an economist.
It was a guy called John Locke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is actually, it was pretty fucking cool. So, was it John Locke or was it Mock? It doesn't matter. Whatever. Fuck it. Anyway, so he was telling us stories about when he first came to Japan as an English teacher. Mm-hmm. And it was like free entry into clubs because he's a foreigner. It was like, oh, you do this? Come work here. Oh, you're white? Come help us out here. Like, it was like, Japan was just an open fucking country. I think this must be the 90s during the bubble era.
Yep.
Man, you could get a job fucking anywhere. It was easy as fuck. And I feel like some of that nostalgia has trickled over to this generation where people go, yeah, you can just come and do whatever. And it's like, no, not anymore. Because you have those old people. You have the ones who used to be here during that time. Mm-hmm. And they still think that that's the era they live in. Yeah, and it's like, nope. That's gone. Like, that time has come and it's gone. It's past. We're living in tough times now. Like, mm-hmm. for me to transfer to, like, from English teacher to what I'm doing now, it was English teacher, kindergarten teacher, freelance for, like, a month where I was, like, fucking poor, my God. And then what I'm doing now. Like, it wasn't a hard, it was a hard transition. It wasn't a fun transition. Like, it broke me. Like, not broke as in, I'm broke. Broke as in my bank had zero money. Like, I was broke, dude.
You were broke.
I was literally broke. Like, it was a hard transition to make. So, for anyone who's coming across the world to try to do something similar, to try to get into like a new area, it's going to be hard. No matter what you're doing. YouTube, same thing. You want to come to Japan and be a YouTuber? Same thing. It's going to be constant. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can go on TikTok and make some bullshit videos and gain a bunch of following there. Go for it. But that doesn't transfer to any monetary value.
You ain't going to pay your money.
You ain't going to pay no money. No one cares. Because famously, it's only kids watching. And what do
kids ain't got no money.
Kids ain't got no money. There's no sponsors. Anyway, but yeah, it's going to be a hard struggle. But either way, if it's your dream, you want to do it, it's worth it. You know?
Yep.
It is worth it in the end going for it. Like, I'm going to try this YouTube thing, David. That's going to be interesting to try to get to.
Me too.
Ooh, we're going to be making stuff.
Not actually just upload all this stuff to YouTube.
Creative content. I'm going to try to make a couple videos tomorrow, but I got to clean my room.
The hardships of a single man.
Hardships of a single man.
The only reason I washed my dishes is because you came over.
Yo, same. When you'd come to my house for the podcast, I'm like, oh, David's coming. I must clean my house.
Yep.
I can't live like this. Well, I can, but not when
someone else.
Not when someone else comes around. I go like, wow, your room is so clean. Thanks. I always live like this.
I literally never move.
This is the normal in my house. It's always this clean. Such bullshit.
Alright.
Oh, God. Good times.
Alright. So I think that's been a good cast. A little bit on the long side, but hey, questions need to be answered.
Truesies. Guys, I love you and leave you, man. I've been Jordan Green. You can catch me at Afro in Japan. Probably the YouTube is gonna go up, and it's probably just gonna be Afro in Japan. You might actually end up stumbling over my old YouTube channel that I had like 7 years ago that has one video on it. It was absolute trash. But yeah, there's that too. But anyway,
see you next week.